Welcome back to the action from the Shenington Superprix. It is the Minimax up next with Kieran Ragg and Brooke Childs on the front row of the grid, Angus Fender and Thomas Bennett on row 2, Saul Robinson and Tamsin Buckley with Eddie Hack and Thomas Edmonds, Ethan Haynes and Luke Newman on row 5. This one is sure to be a cracker right from the off, and we are away and racing into the first corner. Nice start there from Ragg as he holds on to the lead for the first part. Everybody just trying to tuck in nicely for the first couple of corners. Very tricky opening part of the lap this, but out in front it is Kieran Ragg. Angus Fender has come up into second position. Nice moves there in the opening part of the lap. A little bit of a run wide there as the 65 of Billy Mattock gets run out to dry through the hairpin. But there's still a long way to go in this one. Third position looks still to be Saul Robinson in the 72. He's moved his way up very nicely there. In fourth place, the 44 of Brooke Childs. So Brooke has obviously lost out a bit on the start of the race. Started on the front row. Up the inside goes the 72 of Robinson, trying to make the move. Couldn't quite get that one sorted. It looks like this one could be a great battle for second between Fender and Robinson early on.
Brooke Childs started on P2, she's down to fourth place, but she has held on and battling with the guys. A couple of ladies in this one. They go left-handed now up to the Stratford hairpin. Direct drive karts, of course, just do the half circuit, not like the first couple of races we saw. That's Daniel Seeger making his move there, highlighted with the graphic, going through to 10th place as the karts come down through Bruno Ferrari chicane one more time.
Very interesting battle between the top 5 or 6 karts here. There's no real lunger out in front for the 27 of Kieran Ragg. He's not really pulling away from the field here, and this makes it open house for everybody. Angus Fender still hanging on to that second place. Saul Robinson third. Brooke Childs is still there in fourth position, hanging on by a whisker at the moment to the 3 lads in front of her, but still very much in with a shout at the podium at the moment. Fifth position, the 74 of Thomas Bennett battling it out with Ethan Haynes in the 67 as they continue their charge for fifth position. Haynes maybe trying to look on the inside. Yes, he's got through. There was a bit of a mistake there from Thomas Bennett in the 74. He ran a bit wide, and that was the opportunity he needed.
Through the chicane one more time. 88 there, the novice, but back with the 2 leaders. Comfortably clear now, these two. They should be working together really to get away from the man in third place. Brooke Childs there still in fourth. Saw Brooke having a look over her shoulder at this point last time. She's not doing it now. Shouldn't be doing that at this stage. Bit of contact.
Yeah, bit of contact. That was the battle continuing on for fifth place between Haynes and Bennett. They just got a little bit too close together. Fortunately, both of them got away with that, and they are still able to battle on. Now Angus Fender looks like he could be making the move here. No, not yet. He's got to time it right. There's no point going for the lead. Oh, and there's an opportunity, and it looks like he got it. And that was the 29 spinning there. That's Tamsin Buckley. She's got it all wrong, sadly. Let's look at the leader losing out here. This is Kieran Ragg just getting onto the rough stuff on the outside, and that is the opportunity Angus Fender was looking for.
Yeah, see the contact there from behind that takes Tamsin Buckley out of contention. She was running pretty well, Jake, with a couple of ladies running right at the front here. Brooke Childs on the 44 kart still up at the front in fourth place and getting closer to third, Jake, as well.
Yes, indeed. Saul Robinson really needs to start keeping an eye on what's going on behind him because he's in danger of losing third place here. Brooke Childs is really stepping up the attack as Fender does likewise with Kieran Ragg. Ragg managed to get back through into the lead. There he is, leading the way. So Ragg, the luckiest man in Shenington right now. He made the mistake last time round at the hairpin, and somehow he's managed to get his composure together and put himself back in front. So Ragg leads, Fender second, third is Saul Robinson just in front of Brooke Childs, and these 4 have managed to pull away from the rest of the pack, and that is going to make these 4 the challengers for the podium this afternoon. They are really pushing hard, and 14 Fender just looking back, making sure that the rest of the field is far enough away that they can concentrate on this race. Fender knows where third position is. Robinson and Childs pushing on. The closest challenger is the 74 of Thomas Bennett, still there in fifth place. Is this Fender's opportunity? Not yet. He's got to time it right, as we said before. Ragg very nearly goes wide again. And now Angus Fender is going to really start putting the pressure on into Bruno chicane. Right, left, right, and down the straight once more.
Brooke Childs certainly close enough for a podium here. She's got to make that move. She's close enough. Been there for a lap or so. I think anybody coaching her at the moment will be saying, just get there and make the move immediately. Don't sit.
Yes, Fender really starting to hassle last lap. Here we go. This is going to be the battle for victory, and Fender right on the tail of Kieran Ragg, and Brooke Childs is sizing up an opportunity for third place. Further back, good little scrap for sixth position as Ragg sets the fastest lap, but I bet you it's not by much because Angus Fender is right on the tail and Ragg goes wide. Fender's side by side on the run to Bruno Ferrari chicane. It's a drag race between the two. Who's going to get there first? Neither one is prepared to defend it. Neither one is prepared to back down. Fantastic battle. Really, really close. Ragg just hanging on from Angus Fender. This is really the last opportunity into Wilkins. Angus Fender goes the long way round. Can he go right round the outside? No, he has to tuck back in. Can he get the undercut? This is a brilliant scrap. Up to the line. Ragg's just going to get there. Fender is second. Third is Saul Robinson. Fourth is Brooke Childs. And that is all or nothing racing in its purest form. Luke Newman eventually hangs on to get fifth position from Thomas Edmonds in sixth. But what an epic scrap. And it's Kieran Ragg, the man from the West Midlands, who gets the top of the podium. Brilliant performance and great racing. Ashley Powell, Miss GB, on hand once again to hand out the trophies, and we're straight into the last race of the day, the Rotax Max. It is the returning Jake Dennis from the world of Formula Renault on pole position, along with Dean Hale, Liam Hilliard and James Moorcroft on row 2, with James Barwell and Daniel O'Byrne on row 3. Here we go into the first couple of ends then. The Rotax Max is underway here at Shenington, and Jake Dennis is out in front, the man from Nuneaton who is in the McLaren Young Drivers programme, pushing his way forward at the front. But you can never learn too much in the world of karting, and it is brilliant to see this man stepping back into the world he was so dominant in as a junior. Now he is there again, getting a little bit of extra experience. It always helps in the world of motor racing, going back to your roots in karting.
It certainly does. This is where the young guys learn their racecraft, the race skills, how to overtake, and none more so than Dean Hale, who's up the inside. Dean is well known to me, known Dean a lot of years back in the day. Not seen him for a while now, not been taking part in the British Championships, but he is certainly somebody that's going to push Jake Dennis all the way. Well,
he made the move on Liam Hilliard and immediately got the hand signals going. Right, come on, let's push. This is Jake Dennis. We cannot let him get away with this one. Hilliard tries again up the inside, but he's under pressure himself from James Barwell in the 25 as they hassle for position in the first couple of laps. Dennis is leading, but it's certainly not a guarantee that he's going to win this one. Look at the chasing pack right on his tail. Hale is second, Hilliard is third, Barwell is in fourth place. Great scrap in the early stages. Hale is looking for an opportunity down the inside of Dennis. Textbook into Wilkins. That is how to make an overtaking move stick at the Wilkins hairpin at Shenington.
And
job done.
Gives him the immediate push signal, but Dennis takes no notice of the push signal whatsoever. No, mate, I'll pass you. You push me, I'm not pushing you. I want to be out front.
This is what we loved seeing from Jake Dennis in the world of karting. He is just absolutely relentless, absolutely brilliant racing, and this looks like it could be the battle all the way to the finish line with these four. Fantastic so far.
Jake wants to be out front because Jake believes in his ability and that his kart is going to be so quick that he can pull a gap. The only reason you just keep going back in front and
here he goes again
as he loses it again to Dean Hale. Jake will feel that if he's got the lead, he can pull away and win by a comfortable, dominant margin. But Hale defending early on there, doesn't want Jake Dennis to come back at him that time as he did last time, so decided to put in a defensive line that time into turn one and hold on.
And Dean Hale will be out in front thinking, right, I'm taking it to a McLaren Junior, I'm going to lead this one, but no, he's not. He's going to get left out to dry because Hilliard's got through, Dennis has got through to the lead, and it looks like Barwell's going to get through into third position as well in the Bruno Ferrari chicane. Disaster. He was leading, now he's fourth. Absolutely dramatic in this particular one. Jake Dennis a little further into the race, still trying to defend from Hilliard, who has now stepped up to the plate now, and he is trying to take on Jake Dennis for the victory. Jake, this is obviously a bit of extra training, but for the others, this is an opportunity to prove I'm as good, if not better, than a McLaren young driver. And obviously they'll be hoping that the Formula One teams are watching going, you think Jake's good? What about me?
Yeah, big target Jake Dennis has got on his back. Everybody knows who he is these days. Fantastic driver as a junior, as a cadet, won British Championship races. Great driver, Jake, and he's one driver. If I had to tip someone at the moment of the young crop of drivers that I think are going to go to Formula One, the top of my list is this young man out in front here, Jake Dennis. I believe he can make it all the way. I think Ben Barnicoat's another one. I think we could well see Ben, who's part of that same programme, I think, Jake, as well.
Absolutely, but Leon Hilliard is trying to make headlines of his own here, and he is sticking on the back of Jake Dennis's kart like glue at the moment, and he is really stepping up the challenge. Jake is not, look, he's looking behind him. He knows he's not going to be allowed to run away with this one. This is no dominant victory for Jake Dennis. He is really going to have to fight to keep Hilliard behind him. He's absolutely nailed to the back of his kart here. As we look back at the battle for 5th position, this is Luke Griffin battling away with the 36. Still trying to get himself into contention, Daniel O'Bairn, but still a great fight for the lower positions in the top 6 as Dennis again holds the advantage on Hilliard, but there is nothing in it between these two. Look, Dennis is looking around, trying to figure out where Leon Hilliard is going as they go into the last lap. This is it, now or never. Absolutely brilliant. Hilliard again looks around. Dennis is swarming all over the racetrack. He looks back. Where is he going? Where is he going? Oh, I'm going to try and make you go around the outside. Hilliard's going to try and get the switchback. There's a little bit of a nudge, and Dennis goes a little bit wide, but he defends valiantly. Now, that is a textbook maneuver. He knew there was a little bit of a nudge. He knew he had to get the car positioned in the right point of the track, and he nailed it. This race is going to be decided at Wilkins Corner. Dennis knows where Hilliard is. He's got to hold that inside line. Oh, beautiful. He hangs on in there, and Hale's got an opportunity to go for second place at the inside. He's got him into second position. Jake Dennis crosses the line on the road, but he unfortunately gets excluded for a technical infringement, which means that Dean Hale gets it from James Barwell by 0.06 of a second. Hilliard dropped to 3rd, 0.4 of a second back. What a way to finish it. The top 3 separated by less than half a second. Great racing and a great victory for Dean Hale. So looking at some of the classes we didn't get to show you, Cadet Libra was won by Oliver Clark, with Iami Cadet sewn up by Caden McQueen. The Junior TKM, a thrilling battle, and it was taken by Aaron Mills, with Sam Stansbury cleaning up in Junior Rotax. And Matthew Horton takes the win in TKM Extreme. The driver of the day and winner of the Jill Rickson Memorial Trophy is Junior TKM driver Shay Pearce. We're back in a week's time at Larkhall in Scotland for more karting action.